So here's the thing about happiness. What I noticed is that so often what is the cause or the takeaway of our happiness is what's happening in our lives. And fair enough, if somebody close to you dies, for example, yeah, it's pretty easy to not be happy. But what I've come to realize in recent times is that things around us and the outside inputs in our lives cannot sustainably be the cause or the destroyer of our happiness. Otherwise, we're never really going to be that happy.
Michael Hope, Australian fucking survivor.
Monkey Hope Productions brought a boppet.
I realized this one time when I was hanging out with my friend, we were just chilling on the deck. I went to go get some water, so I walked around the deck, through the lounge, into the kitchen, got some water, and then back around again, which is the long way because there was a door that basically went just straight into the kitchen. And when I got back, he was cracking up and he was just like, bro, like you went the long way, like that's so funny. And I realized how silly it was. And I just kind of sat there and I was just having my water. And I started thinking, I was like, by the time I got my water, whether I went the long way or just straight into the kitchen and back, by the time I was back sitting there, I would be sitting there and I would have my water. The end of that would be the same either way. So why not make it kind of funny, right? Like, why not just go the long way? And then so I walked around the deck again. I was like, oh, I need to get my phone. So I walked around the deck, through the lounge, into the kitchen, and I got my phone and all the way around again. And he was just like, bro, you did it again. And I was like, yeah, I know. That time was intentional. And I made this whole point, which I think kind of went over the bro's head at first, because maybe I'm unnecessarily deep. But the point was like, between point A in time and point B in time, it is your choice what you fill into that space. Let's say right now, for example, the time's 12:30. In 1 hour from now, the time will be 1:30. That's an absolute that will not change. So between now and then, what do we want to do with that time?
Bonfire. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, the boys. Fuck yeah.
Let's say I sent a risky text right now. Let's say I shot my shot with a girl and then I was real spooked. What's she gonna say? When's she gonna open it? She's gonna open it and respond to it. Let's just say in 1 hour. So between 12:30 and 1:30, what do I want to do? Would I rather sit there torturing myself about all of the possible outcomes that could happen? Or would I rather just do something that I enjoy? Would I rather just be like, okay, well, I can't make 1:30 come any sooner. It will come when it comes in an hour, but I can't make it come any sooner. So between now and then, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to do what literally I would do had I not sent that text.
Do it for Monkey Hope Productions, bro.
Right, so I'm not sure exactly what Hannah's given me. Most likely it's dropped on the ground or fallen into the swamp. But, you know, we'll be alright. I'm not sure it's great.
It looks like, yo, Michael, considering that we started a fire and made dinner on the fire, do you reckon that we'd do well at surviving?
We do so well at surviving. You know, you had your good old Stags right here. He was gathering up all the wood. He helped start the flame. I only provided the morning wood. But all wood is still a huge factor.
Yes.
When it comes to making a fire.
The protein shots are necessary.
The protein shots.
And so, yeah, sometimes it is just really easy to be sad. And sometimes we kind of just need to be sad. I think it would be pretty ridiculous if somebody close to me just died and I was just like, I'm over the moon. I'm so happy. So at first I followed this train of thinking as a way to kind of cope when I was in a position where I felt stressed about something. How is it going to be once X happens? What is going to be the outcome of X situation? And I would freak out a little bit and I'd be like, okay, look, I can't change it just yet. I'm going to see the end of it when I see the end of it. Between now and then, what do I want to do? And I would tell myself that, and I would not torture myself. I'd always tell myself, like, do I want to torture myself or do I want to be happy until I get there? But it's kind of become more than that as well. It's not only about how can I be less sad, but it's also like, how can I be more happy? Times when you're not sad to begin with, it's like this. What you do with your time in general is really how you're spending your life. Right now, I'm sitting in the garden area filming a video. This is now cemented in the timeline of my life. This cannot be undone. This is what's happening in my life right now. I chose to spend this moment doing this because I wanted to do it. So often I could just be like, oh, I'm too lazy. I'm gonna scroll on Instagram Reels. And maybe sometimes that's what I need. Maybe sometimes I do just need to go brain mush and just scroll and doom scroll a little bit. But maybe sometimes that's actually not helping me at all. And it's worth being as they say, present and really focus on what's happening in the present and what I'm actually doing right now.
Well, it's time to get a move on. Time to leave one of the coolest rivers.
We need the rubbish in the thumbs thing.
But we have the bros, and we're gonna carry some shit.
I guess what I'm saying is we so often are told about, you know, being present and mindfulness of the present moment and stuff. And it's so easy to hear that all the time and to start pushing it out because we're so used to just hearing it and being told it and we're like, oh, shut up. But I guess it's like, I've kind of come to the same realization from a different angle where I'm just like, between now and any point in time, what do I want to do? I'm just so focused on like, what am I actually doing right now? Is this making me happy or is it not? And I'm not focused on that in a stressed way. I'm not thinking, oh my god, if I'm not doing something that's going to make me happy, I'm going to be stressed, and then I make myself stressed in doing so. But more just like, why not just do stuff that makes me happy? I've spent enough time not being happy. I'm pretty tired of that. Why not just be like, yeah, I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to go do the things that bring me joy.
Fucking MHP. MHP.
And I think that following this way of being has made my status quo a lot happier in recent times. Like I say, there will always be things that will make us sad. It's not like by focusing on happiness, you'll just never be sad again. It's not as simple as, oh, you're depressed, why don't you just not be sad? But also, there is a lot that we do that perpetuates our sadness. We are sad, and it is fair enough. But there are a lot of times where the reason we stay sad is because we choose not to change it. And so, to a certain extent, happiness is a choice.
We are going there with Michael and Trey Dog.
Maybe you're very sad about something. Maybe you were broken up with. Maybe you were cheated on. Maybe you have a mental illness and it's literally a chemical, biological thing that makes you depressed. That's really rough and it is tough. And we have challenges in life. Believe me, I've had plenty. But I don't say that to say I've had more challenges than anyone else, because there are plenty of people who have had plenty more than I have in different areas. There are people who grow up in active war zones. I've never had to do that. But we all have these challenges, and it's like, yeah, I've spent a lot of time being upset about X and Y and Z, and there will always be things that frustrate me or piss me off or make me sad about the state of the world. I am sad about the state of the world, to be honest. What do I want my neutral to be? What do I want my status quo to be? When there isn't an external input that is bringing me sadness, and that will always happen because that's just the way the world is. What do I want my status quo to be? And that's kind of the point, that there will be things from outside which do make us happy, such as there are things up from outside that make us sad, but the status quo, the neutral of ourselves, comes from within. And we're always told happiness comes from within, and I think I'm finally starting to understand that. It's one of those things that we can be told a million times, but we don't understand it until we come to that understanding ourselves. So yeah, I guess I am kind of coming to that understanding myself. I choose to look at the world, and I word it that way very intentionally. I choose to look at the world in a very positive way, because otherwise I'm just going to be sad, and I can't be fucked with that. What would I rather be? Like, make a choice.
A cave?
We'll find some diamonds and emeralds.
I mean, it basically is a cave. I reckon this is the spot from which we sell drugs.
Anyway, that's my rambling. Hope everyone's doing well. Fucking hope everyone's being happy. And I'll catch y'all soon.
Alright, do you see that one star up there? Just the only one that you can see. That star is actually Venus. Oh, you're so dark on the camera. 2 3s, eh? I believe you. bro! You're a fucking hedgehog! Yo! Hedgehog, bro! Bomber!